So, what if I told you that the one thing standing between you and your biggest goals isn't your talent or some kind of secret luck or even how hard you work, but it's the actual physical wiring inside your skull? Today, we're going to get into the real neuroscience of what it takes to succeed.
I mean, you know that feeling, right? You get super motivated, you set a new goal, you start off strong, and then boom. A few weeks in, you're right back where you started. It feels like you're sabotaging yourself, like you're constantly fighting your own instincts.
Well, here's the wild part. It is self-sabotage, but it's really not your fault. So your brain is running on some seriously old software, and its number one job is just to keep things the same, to keep you safe in what's familiar. Any big change you try to make, it sees that as a threat.
So, what's actually happening when you try to, say, start a new business or get in shape? Your brain literally flags it as a danger to your survival. No joke. It hits the panic button, floods your body with the stress hormone cortisol, and basically screams at you to get back to what it knows. It's this hidden program that's designed to keep the status quo, and it effectively locks you inside your comfort zone.
Okay, but this is where the story gets really, really exciting. For pretty much all of human history, we thought our brains were just fixed, hardwired. But a massive scientific breakthrough has completely flipped the script, giving us a way to override that glitchy old programming. The magic word here is neuroplasticity. And listen, this is not some fluffy self-help term. This is hard science. Researchers at places like Stanford have proven without a doubt that your brain can physically change and restructure itself. The thoughts you think and the actions you take over and over again literally carve new pathways in your brain. You can, quite literally, build a new brain.
So, the big question is, how do we actually do it? Well, that's the core of what we're talking about today. We are going to walk through 7 science-backed brain hacks that the highest performers on the planet use to rewire their minds on purpose. And you're going to want to stick around, because that 7th one, it's the most powerful of them all.
All right, hack number 1, the 2-minute future self visualization. Every single morning, before you even think about looking at your phone, you spend just 120 seconds imagining your future self in vivid detail. Don't just think about it. See it, feel it, hear it. This actually programs a part of your brain called the reticular activating system, or RAS. Think of the RAS as your brain's bouncer. It decides what gets your attention. You're telling it what to look for. It's a technique used by Olympic athletes to literally prime their minds for victory.
Hack number 2 is all about taking back your focus. Let's be honest, our brains are addicted to these cheap, easy hits of dopamine we get from notifications, likes, and endless scrolling. The antidote? 1 hour. Every day. Focused on a single task with zero digital input. No phone, no email, nothing. I know, your brain is going to scream at you at first, but this is absolutely crucial for rewiring your entire reward system. And what's the payoff? Well, according to Stanford neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman, doing this recalibrates your whole dopamine system. Once you push through that initial pain, your brain starts to connect that feeling of reward with deep, focused work instead of cheap distraction. You will literally start to crave the very thing you used to run from. Think about that. Okay, our 3rd hack is all about the words you use. You have to stop setting goals and start adopting identities. When you say, "I want to be fit," you're telling your brain that you are currently not fit. It signals lack. But when you state, "I am someone who works out," it signals a present tense reality. Like author James Clear says, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. This simple shift in language activates a whole different and way more powerful set of neural networks. Now, this next one might sound a little crazy. Your comfort zone feels good, right? But neurologically, it's a prison. To break out, you need to strategically expose yourself to controlled discomfort. I'm talking about things like taking a cold shower, volunteering to speak in public, or finally having that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. Each time you face one of these things and realize you survived, you're retraining your brain's fear center.
And hey, if you think this is just some weird trick, this is a core training principle for Navy SEALs. They call it stress inoculation. By giving yourself these small, manageable doses of stress, you are building undeniable proof for your brain that you can handle way more than your old programming ever let you believe.
Which brings us to a super powerful mental shortcut. When something goes wrong, your brain basically has 2 options. It can see it as a threat, which triggers a panic response, or it can see it as a challenge, which triggers a growth response. The simple act of consciously choosing challenge is called cognitive reappraisal. And get this,
Yale studies show this simple reframe can actually change your body's chemistry from producing cortisol, the stress hormone, to producing DHEA, which is a growth hormone.
So how do you actually flip that switch in the moment? It's simple. The next time you hit a roadblock, instead of freaking out, just pause and ask yourself this one question. Interesting. How is this perfect? Your brain is like a search engine. It has to go find the answer to whatever you ask it. This question forces it to look for the opportunity hidden inside the problem.
Hack number 6 is all about who you hang out with. Your brain has these things called mirror neurons, and they cause you to subconsciously copy the habits, beliefs, and even the energy of the people around you. How powerful is this? Well, check this out. A Harvard study found that your income will rarely, if ever, vary more than 10% from the average of your 5 closest friends. It's kind of a wake-up call, right? You literally become who you surround yourself with.
And now for the one I promised you, the big one. It's a dead simple 3-step routine you do right before bed. Step 1, write down 3 wins from the day, no matter how small. This trains your brain to start scanning for positives. Step 2, write down your biggest challenge right now. This tells your subconscious mind to get to work on it while you sleep. And step 3, write down one specific question you want the answer to. You're giving your brain a mission for the night. Geniuses like Thomas Edison use techniques just like this to come up with their biggest breakthroughs.
Okay, so now you have the toolkit. You have the 7 hacks to completely reprogram your mind. But here's the catch. Just like any major software update, the installation process isn't always smooth. You have to be ready for the resistance.
And I'm telling you, be prepared for a fight. Your brain will fight you on this. Those old neural pathways, they're like deep grooves carved into a road over decades. They are not going to give up easily. That first week, maybe 2, will be the hardest. Your brain will whisper all the old excuses, telling you it's easier to just go back to what's comfortable. This right here is the moment that matters.
This is exactly why a 21-day commitment is the bare minimum. You're going to hit that maximum resistance zone somewhere between day 7 and day 14. That's when your old programming is fighting for its life. But if you can just push through that, you get to day 21. That's the magic number, where a new neural pathway really begins to form. The new way of thinking starts to feel less like a chore and more, well, more like you.
So what's waiting for you on the other side of that 21-day battle? It's a fundamentally upgraded operating system. It's your brain, but reprogrammed by you for you.
And the results are, honestly, profound. This isn't just about feeling positive. It's about performing at a whole new level. You start spotting opportunities you would have been blind to before. You make decisions faster, with more confidence. You feel less anxious because you have proof that you can handle things. You just take action instead of getting stuck overthinking. It's not magic. It's just the natural result of applying this science.
So, in the end, it all comes down to this one choice. Your brain is the most powerful piece of technology on the planet, and you now have the user's manual. You can keep letting it run on that old default programming, or you can pick up the tools and become the programmer. The choice, and all the results that come with it, is completely up to you.